It is a world of darkness, and the warriors of Gaia fight over the fate of the world against their enemy, the cosmic force of entropy and corruption, the wyrm. Unbeknownst to mankind, they wage a war against the coming apocalypse, with new cubs taking up the cause to fight with fang, cleave, and gun and claw. They give the wyrm no quarter. They give it only rage.
You get the indication that from to your southeast, something is coming. Something dangerous. Singular.
Snarls would recall this information, saying, "Something from the east is headed towards us, and it's alone, but it's dangerous."
Is this something from the village?
I suppose so. I can't really tell much more than that. He would try communicating with the tree spirit to see if there's a way to protect them.
Can I look around, see if there's anything which we might be able to use for cover?
Trees, rocks, bushes. Go ahead and roll a wits and wits and stealth.
Is that all of us or just Tara?
She's the one who brought it up.
Cool. I'm going to shift to my lupus and try to get a look at whatever's coming towards us from the direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my knowledge from the streets to look for a nice strategic place that seems to be good to hunker down for a sec.
Should we do a howl of introduction?
Yep. No. Nyland, so would it be possible to communicate with the spirit of the tree to help us, become covered?
Charisma expression, as you communicate with this spirit of the tree. Fortunately, plants like you. Tara, you get the idea that maybe hiding in the trees, that could work as a suitable ambush. D, there's a nice big bush right over there.
Wonderful.
In other words, we don't know shit.
Dave?
I'm gonna hide behind that tree.
To be fair, we are all hominins. If anyone's going to be telling us what to do right now, it's the lupus.
Meanwhile, Snarls, as you approach the tree and attempt to commune with its spirit, requesting aid of it, the spirit, in its typical fashion, as trees are slow to answer things and slower to speak. Naturally, they live for a long time, and time passes by very differently for them, so what do you expect? We may be able to do this. Would you offer chiminage to this spirit?
He would promise, "I will help your spirit in whatever you need later."
Thank you. Then you can hear the shifting crackle of branches as they bend downward and irregularly, so that it's heavy, still laden with snow and pines, branches obscure you more, almost creating a bit of a wall. Though it doesn't keep out necessarily the cold or the snow, it does keep you harder to see.
Snarls would give a sharp, low growled gesturing to everyone to basically get the hell over here.
Meanwhile, Darren, you see what it is that's approaching. A big, lumbering, moving thing that you can vaguely identify for what it is, though You've never seen one in person or that big.
Tara goes over to where Snarl said to and kind of, what's the word? Lies down a bit to try and cover herself.
D, halfway into the bush, is gonna pop his head out, hearing the growl, and start booking it over.
Guys, it's a big-ass bear! Is it, like, Krynos big? Or...
No, if it were to be on its hind legs, it would be about your size.
So it's just a normal big bear. Okay.
Really big. You wouldn't know what to call it, though. No, it's not a black bear. You know that much.
It's a grizzly.
Great.
Out of character, it's a Kodiak.
Oh, even better.
Bears that are usually about 12 feet in length and 4 feet wide.
That's a big-ass bear. I'm gonna back up, still looking at it. Is it charging us?
It seems to be moving towards you with purpose. You can see as it brushes against trees, crushes a bush beneath it. It keeps giving deep... this thick, frothy drool from the edges of its mouth.
I'm gonna back up into the tree, like, still watching it.
Did someone tell me to get over there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
After getting out of the bush, halfway through it, I booked it over to the edge, to the other tree, where everyone else is.
Tara's just kind of crouched down under the cover of the trees, trying to look out for the danger.
D's covering the flank.
I whisper in a very quiet voice. Have any of you ever watched Star Wars?
Shut the fuck
Shut up!
The bear gets close enough to where all of you can see it. Massive. Height-wise, it's at least about 4 feet tall. With a massive body. It sniffs at the ground, burying its muzzle in the snow. Sniffing, swatting angrily at the dirt. Giving these deep, guttural...
Tara almost poises herself just in case the need arises to dash at a moment's notice.
I'm just gonna, like, wait there, tensed, and staring intently at this beast. Still in my lupus form.
May I double check? Did you go into the cover or did you stay out of it?
Oh, I backed up into the cover, but I'm still staring at it through it.
It begins to move in circles, sniffing at the ground where you guys were. It's clear that it has your scent and searching for you. It begins to move closer to the tree, which is obscuring you from sight. Its massive body crushing snow beneath it with ease.
I'm going to look between the pack members on my left and my right, and, like, tilt my head towards it. Like, as my head's turned to them, I tilt my head towards the bear and do the same on the other side. As in, like, should I go out?
D gives the nod, and the moment Darren starts moving, if he does, D will follow.
Really quickly, anyone who wishes, roll perception and animal candle. All of you can tell that something strange is clearly going on. That's obvious. But D, something's not right. This bear is being controlled by something. It should not be coming towards you. Your Garu animals stay the fuck away. Even fleas. Why is this thing hunting you?
Obviously, realizing this, he's going to tap Darren on the back flick and then give him a firm shake. No, do not go out there.
Darren looks at D for a little bit and then just focuses all his attention on the bear, still, like, tensing the springs of his legs even more and just staring at this beast, just ready if it makes one more step towards them.
It does indeed, and immediately, as it steps forward, you can hear it.
I'm going to try to leap above it to land behind it from the cover.
Strength and athletics.
Doing the same shit. We can get a good flank on this guy.
I want to turn into Hispo.
Go ahead and roll.
Wait, just to check, it's not attacking us, is it?
It's pretty much issuing the war cry of, I'm pissed off and I want to fight.
Okay.
But other than that, it's not attacking.
I try to, like, distract it by communicating with its spirit.
You would be best off doing that is most likely in the Umbra.
Okay.
At least there in the Umbra, the bear, if it does want to hurt you, can't hurt you.
As I'm leaping, can I shift to Krynos mid-leap?
I would say if you spend a rage to do so, you may instantly transform as you leap.
Fantastic.
Now, I believe with Mirror Shade, Snarls, if you wish to go into the Umbra, you don't need a roll.
Okay, so I'll go to the Umbra.
Alright, well.
How'd I do? Did I land? Did I land behind him? Did I stick the landing?
Oh, both of you stuck the landing alright. And immediately the bear whirls, wanting its fist fight. Roaring into your faces, it rises to its hind legs. And, initiative. Meanwhile, Snarls, as you step into the Umbra to confront the spirit of this creature, you see immediately what's wrong. It is being possessed by a Bane spirit. Its entire body in the Umbra, though larger and more imposing, is also stricken with black, flowing fur that has more the appearance of slimy grease than it does actual moving fur. Its eyes burn red as blood eeks from the froth around its mouth.
Would I know any way to get Banes to stop possessing people?
Fight it in the Umbra. Fight it in the material world, all you're going to do is kill what it's possessing.
Yeah. Could I turn to Krynos form to fight it?
Yep, stamina and primal urge. The creature attacks blindly, with no regard for itself. It immediately lurches towards the nearest. In that case being, since Darren is behind it, it goes for Tara.
Have I come out of the tree yet, though?
Even if you hadn't, it just saw all your buddies do that.
Fair enough. What is it doing?
It's literally, it was on its hind legs, now it is lurching towards you, coming down to overpower you.
I want to quickly dash to the side as I rake my claws through its hind legs.
Go ahead and roll your Dex and Brawl. Sweeping past it, you gouge at its legs with your claws. A faint spat of blood striking the snow, as instead of striking you, its paws slam the base of the tree with enough force that it vibrates, causing the snow above to rain down on top of all of you. It immediately turns its head to the right as you go away from it, biting. Oh, it's fast! It's trying to bite you.
Ah, dodge again.
That is what you wish.
I just kind of want to rinse and repeat. doing the same thing again, except going for the other leg now.
All right.
I want to wear it
roll.
out.
As it moves, you narrowly avoid getting caught in its jaws, though you can hear the loud of its fangs striking together. You manage to give it a quick swipe along its side, but not with the same depth or force as before. Darren, you're up.
Is its back still towards me?
And more like its right shoulder is towards you now.
Alright, well, I'm standing up in my Krynos form, so I'm gonna try and, like, dig in with my talons and rip through its spine.
Go ahead.
Dex and Brawl?
Yup.
Delicious.
Lurching forward, you strike down with your massive paw, burying the talons into its back. It gives a loud cry as its head lurches back. You can feel muscle and bone, blood streaking your hand. Yet it still tries to lurch its head back in a desperate attempt to bite you. But you can already tell at this point, it's a matter of time before it collapses.
So did I sever the spine, or is my hand just still stuck in him?
You severed the spine.
Dope. I'm just gonna, like, step back away from the moving head, because I'm pretty sure it's going pretty slow. Like, slower than normal.
Pretty quick, actually.
I'm just gonna try and, like, hold its head away from me.
You will have to spend a rage.
Oh, okay. Can I dodge and not spend rage?
Yes, Dex and Athletic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that then.
You lurch backward, the snow parting in no small measure as you land further back, 4 feet away from the creature. It falls to its legs, trying to support itself up. D, what do you do?
Well, seeing as it's, fucking struggling, I don't need to pounce on its ass anymore and snap its spine in two. So I'm going to, move back and keep distance. I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and get the heat off Tara and have it focus on me.
Alright, how is it you're doing that?
Basically, I'm going to move in front of it, stand in between Tara and the spirit, and, well, a good way to piss it off might be to just instantly change form into Hispo, making myself a lot bigger.
Alright. In which case, as you plunge yourself in front of the creature, your body shifting as you move, you land with a burst of snow pelting the bear, and admittedly Tara, but hey, we're being chivalrous. The bear snarls, snorting as it twists its head side to side. You can see it pushing itself up gradually. And it is focused on you.
Great.
Tara?
My turn?
Yup.
So it's still, like, in the fight. Is it still attacking, yeah?
It's still in the fight, but if you were to walk away and leave it, it would probably die.
And at this point, I still think this is just like a regular bear.
Yep. Y'all don't know that it has a bane on top of it. Only D's managed to guess that something is controlling it. And he didn't exactly vocalize that in the loudest of ways. And Fleas is the only one who can see the thing.
Well, at the very least, this is food, and this bear is practically almost dead. Might as well put it out of its misery, in my mind. So I'm just going to kind of leap onto its back from behind and just bite into its neck, into the back of its neck.
Strength and brawl. As you land on its back, attempting to rake your claws to get good hold, your maw immediately moving for the back of its head. It shakes, rumbling its heavy shoulders, knocking you off into the snow, swatting at you, but only billowing a wave of snow over top of your back. Other than feeling cold, you don't really care that much. Now flees while in the Umbra, where sound is simultaneously mooted and elevated. You can see the Bane Spirit pulling from the bear already, while uttering a frightened screech. It's already beginning to attempt to flee away.
Can I leap forward, slashing at it as I do so?
Dex and brawl. Leaping forward, you slash for the Bane Spirit that peels away from the bear in time to release it and move from your slash. Rather than engaging you, it moves upward, twisting its freakish form so its paws rotate over back, cracking, and then off. With belly up towards you and paws twisted irregularly, quickly like a bug scuttling backward, rushing northward, far away from you as it can get.
If I was to shift to, I forget what it's called, the big wolf, how long would that?
One turn. Well, almost instantaneously, considering it's one shift.
Okay. I would do that and start chasing it.
Stamina Primal Urge. We'll come back to you. Meanwhile, Dave, seeing the bear, it all of a sudden loses all aggression and anger, and it flops onto its side, groaning.
Oh, poor thing.
Blood ekes from its back and from scratches delivered by Tara. It's dying at this point, and all fight is bled out.
Can I communicate with it?
Will be difficult, but yes.
Would I know that Snarls is in the Umbra, or is he just staying there for me?
You don't see him anywhere.
Ah, okay.
Y'all can go back to the previous music, or rather, ambiance.
Looking around, do we now notice that, Snarls is nowhere to be seen?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just lying there dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm gonna slit its throat to put it out of its misery. Either that or stabbing it through the brain. I'm gonna stab it through the brain.
I mean, is there any other...
roll?
And then I'm gonna cut it up and start eating it, waiting for Snarls to return.
I'm gonna look around the area and see if I see Snarls.
Meanwhile, flees in the Umbra, as you attempted to pursue the Bane without hesitation, changing as you might, though without spending rage. You leapt a bit too quick, and as your bones were still altering in form, muscles shifting, you collapsed in a sudden agony as something broke in your leg. It begins to heal, slowly, however, too lethal. And you find that when you look up, the thing has long escaped. and you don't know which direction it went.
Can I sense it?
Not anymore. Through the pain that's throbbing up your leg and into your skull, you feel a migraine coming on as your whole body, predominantly your leg, aches as you try to, but find difficult to properly stand or move, at least without help.
Could I try to do the thing where you peer out of the umbra to see what's going on in the physical world for a second?
Yes, you can. And due to the mirror shades, I believe they help in this regard. You can see that your pack is, in fact, getting ready to carve up the bear for food. However, roll intelligence and rituals. They need to roll wits and occult. Actually, no, they don't. No, they don't. I correct myself. The only one who does is D. You realize, considering what was wrong with this bear, it may be inedible.
D, seeing them starting to carve up the bear, is going to realize something.
Meanwhile, Gnarls, in the Umbra, there are tales of bane-ridden animals having strange diseases. The carcass of the bear will hurt your companion's health, draining of them of their gnosis and harming their bodies.
Taking a quick look to the bear spirit, is it still there and alive?
No, that bear's spirit has relieved, being released from its torment, begun to dissipate, almost as shimmering golden snow. It seems to be at peace now that the spirit is no longer riding, as it begins to disappear.
Before jumping back into the physical world, Snarls would thank it. Then he would hop back into the physical realm, and as he does so, everyone would see his certainly unstable posture as one leg is completely limping and he is still in Krynos form. Immediately he would say, "Do not eat the meat."
Darren, with the first stake, like, on his talon near his mouth, just looks at Snarls. Just, like, flings it off his finger.
You're right, that shit fucked up. There was something wrong with that bear. Chances are, probably some worm shit.
Someone got a carving knife.
Do not eat the bear.
We're not eating
You
the
have
bear.
ears.
We're not eating the bear.
Everyone quiet. Snarls, what was wrong?
Well, a Bane spirit was possessing this poor bear spirit. He would gesture to it.
Tara growls audibly. What happened to it?
I tried going for it, but next thing I knew, my leg had snapped.
Now you will need shelter in order to rest. Unfortunately, with no dinner.
How far away are they from the fires?
At least an hour.
Technically, could I eat it? Because I have resist toxin.
This isn't toxin. This is worm corruption.
Fine.
I will repeat again. Do we have a skinning knife?
Why? And just use your claws.
Because the meat might be bad, but the fur is still good.
Look,
I wouldn't touch anything that has been touched by worm taint.
simply, it's not worth the risk. If you were to eat it, your gnosis would slowly drain away. It's I wouldn't touch it.
Darren's gonna start cleaning his hands in the snow. So,
Tara looks again for Snarls. Is there no way you can track the spirit?
It's possible, but I'm not in any shape to now.
you will in a couple
Can you
minutes.
He will begin to heal at a relatively decent rate.
We should keep going to the camp. It's about an hour's journey from here.
How far can you walk, Snarls?
I mean,
We can help you.
I can keep walking, but I was thinking, why don't we go for a hunt first?
Could do on the way there.
Snarls would look to the rest of the group.
Let's hit it.
I could eat.
Alright, Snarls, roll your stamina.
I will say that, like, Tara would be trying to help Snarls walk.
Yeah, as with Darren.
Out of character, you managed to recover 2 health levels of lethal damage. As you begin to shorten your limp and have a more regular stride, though the migraine is still there, it's more bearable.
Snarls would kind of shake his back leg, saying, "Look, I'm fine, don't worry about me." And he would revert to his normal form.
We gonna introduce ourselves. They said there was a couple Garu in that place, right?
The Howl introduction.
How far did you say again, Tara?
Howl.
An hour, okay. Let me know when we're like 10 minutes away. I can ask us some of the spirits. Hopefully it would help.
Tara would shift to Lupus.
And now we will have our second intermission.